Hello students, welcome to our English visual class. So we would be continuing with what we left in our last class, that is A Simple Philosophy by Chief Seattle. Today we would be continuing from page number 112. We would continue from page 112 till 113. So let us begin. Chief Seattle affirms that there is only one God and earth is precious to him. Any harm to the earth will anger the Creator. The destruction of nature will finish the white man too. If all wild animals are killed, trees are cut, and if man attacks natural world, then it will be the end of living and beginning of dying. The chief says that his people cannot know the white man's visions, and they are hidden. But if both of them agree to preserve the natural environment in America, the Native American can at least hope to survive for some time. If they agree to sell their land, the white man must love it and care for it like the Native American. So here we would see the interconnections of men with animals and come across a statement in page number 112. This statement you would come across in page number 112, where it says, whatever befalls the earth befalls the son of the earth. Now here, once again I'm reading it, whatever befalls the earth befalls the son of the earth. Now here, the chief means by whatever befalls the earth means creatures, whatever, all the creatures on the land, okay? Whatever happens to the creatures on the land, same thing will happen on the sons of the earth. And this is an interconnection, okay? A connection between different species on this earth. The chief here wants to convey the message that even if we are struggling to get things for ourselves, that would be meaningless if we are hurting the creatures and the plants around us. That is what the chief wanted the whites to know, that they were risking their own life while establishing their development works. The chief said even in the present context, okay, even in this present context, we can also understand this saying of the saying by the chief. If we look at the present context, like today's world, if we are just destroying the forest for our needs, we are putting our lives at danger, because there will come a time when it will be difficult for us to breathe oxygen freely. If we go on destroying the nature for the construction of cities, for building our houses, industries, as we know that we cannot start an industry from a small plot of land, right? And so this thing continues. For constructing an industry, the air and the water gets polluted. The soil gets polluted because of the waste that is emitted from the industries. And also, we need space for the workers and machineries. And when all these things come, we unknowingly harm the environment, which in turn affects us again. So, the chief also states that whatever we do, it will all come back to us in some way or the other. Okay, if not today, but after some few years. That is the reason why the chief did not want to sell this land and not because they are the owners or their great grandfathers had been living in this part of land for many years. No, he did not consider it that way, and that was not the reason. But he says that the land belongs to every creature, and human beings are just a part of it. How can we sell something that we do not have the ownership of? When we do not have the ownership of it, unlike the mentality of the whites, because the white think that they are the owner of everything because they have money and power, they can do anything. The chief says that there is no one who have control over the nature because it belongs to the mother earth, and the plants are our sisters, and the animals are our brothers. Okay, we belong to the earth, and not that the earth belongs to us. We belong to the earth. And that is the reason why the chief did not understand how a person can ask for a land to buy which is not his property. That was one point that he wanted to make it very clear to the whites. Also, the chief didn't understand one point when the whites said that they will give protection and provide anything they need to the native people if they give the land to them. So the chief says sarcastically, okay, maybe your God favors you more than us. The chief here, he tried to say these words in a sarcastic way, and again he continues to say that if God has given you more powers, we will accept that. Maybe he has blessed you with machineries and weapons, and we know that if we do not sell it to you, your God may also punish us. Okay, now see, this is the sarcasm that the chief had used to convey his message. He did not literally mean, now by saying such words, the chief did not literally mean this. Okay, in real he doesn't mean this, but he is just trying to make fun of their idea, the white man's idea, because the white considers themselves to be superior than the tribals. And here, though the tribals were the native, they were the real owner. Okay, they were the real owner of the land, but their tribes were almost vanishing. Okay, the men's were almost vanishing in numbers, in small numbers. Now they are, once there were thousands of them in numbers, but now they are small, few hundreds in number. The red man knew very well that God loves everyone equally, but the white man is so engrossed in his own thought that he is superior than everyone. He thinks that he is superior than everyone else. He also gives assurance of security and protection to someone whom he do not have any authority of. Okay, and the chief says that he didn't want to sell, but he had to sell, and he also made an agreement. Okay, he also asked the white, and he is trying to make an agreement with the white people to teach their children to love nature. If in case the tribal people sell the land to the whites, they have to teach their children to love nature and respect it, because the native knows what lies ahead if in case they go on destroying the nature. The chief further again goes on to say that your children has to be taught to handle the mother earth carefully. We have to learn how to live and care for the mother earth. The chief also said that your children do not play with our children. Why? Because they consider they are higher. Even the children, of the white people, they consider themselves at a higher level, okay, where they cannot come down to the level of the tribals, or they cannot come down to the level where the tribals live or think, as they also considers the tribals as savage. Now, who is savage, student? What's the meaning of savage? A person who believes wildly and who is not well mannered, right? This kind of people we call it savage. And so the white people also considered the red man as savage, and the chief also admits that yes, we are savage and we do not understand your ways of advanced thinking, but at least we know for sure that it is our duty to protect this nature, because it will turn back to humans in some way or the other. So with this we will end with our video lesson for today. In the next class we would continue with the rest of the lesson.